Hi, this is Joe Hook here with Real Human Performance, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about SI joints. You'll find that a lot of people out on the gym floor will complain about SI joint pain and problems, and basically what we're talking about is the sacrum and the pelvis kind of moving individually from each other. So it's important to point out that your left and your right SI joint are different, and so they'll move differently, but they should both express the same degrees of freedom. Some people have hypomobile SI joints, which means that they don't move very well, and other people have hypermobile SI joints, which means that they're moving too much, and both can be a source of pain. A great reference point for the SI joints is taking a good look at one of our earlier blog posts, which was Fix Your Foot, Fix Your Back. There what we were talking about was how the foot interacted with the tissues of the lower leg and the upper leg and what's called a hip flexion pattern. So from the side, it would look like this. A good hip flexion pattern would allow me to sink back here into my hips like so. What we were finding a lot of people were doing was they were gripping the ground with the foot, sending a signal up to the hips that was kind of putting the brakes on them, shifting their weight back. And when they did that, it didn't allow that SI joint to move, and that put a lot of pressure on the lower back because now the lower back's going to make up for that lack of movement. Today what we're going to show you is some dynamic rolling patterns. The reason for it is, and one of the reasons why they're some of my favorite exercises, is because they teach you how to rotate in a nice, stable, safe environment on the ground. It also builds the fundamentals for all the rotational and anti-rotational movements that we'll do standing up. So we hope you enjoy these and implement these into your training. Alright, so we're going to show you two lower quadrant rolls since we talked about the SI joints today. The first one is called a prone scorpion. So reach one arm up overhead, the other arm out to the side here like so. Lie flat. Begin this motion by lifting one leg and pointing the toe. It's critical that you point the toe as you reach this leg up and over. I'm keeping this other arm anchored down here to the ground until I create this big wind up between this hip and shoulder. And when I feel that stretch become too much to handle, I let everything come through here like so. On the way back, what I'm going to do is spread my arms out here like so, point the toe up towards the knee, lift this leg on up, and drag it across the body until I've created a nice big stretch between this hip and this shoulder, and then let it all roll through when you feel like that stretch has become too much. Now, make sure you inhale as you reach over, exhale as you roll. That keeps your spine nice and protected, and we'll check back in next week.